Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be talking about Luka Modrić new contract for one more year until 2024. It's announced by Real Madrid, so basically it's a here we go, it's a done deal, and that is some big news because he was very rumored to go over to Saudi Arabia, but no, he's staying at Real Madrid. We're also going to be talking more about Kylian Mbappé. It wouldn't be a video, like I said, it wouldn't be a daily Real Madrid video slash a couple of days a week, I guess, without talking about Kylian Mbappé. So for sure, and I'm also going to be talking about Arda Güler. Now, I talked about him 2 days ago, if I am not mistaken. Seems like a super young, talented player for the future, 18 years old. And how Real Madrid's interest is really there, but I don't think it's gonna happen, and it looks like it's probably not going to happen. So, lots to discuss today, 3 players. But let's talk firstly about Luka Modrić. Now, 1 year contract, just like Toni Kroos. Both midfield maestros will be staying. And please, I really would like to see Kroos, Modrić, Bellingham start in the midfield trio. I mean, that is my dream. But I think part of the reason why Jude Bellingham joined, and he said it as well, you see the likes of Modrić, you see the likes of Toni Kroos, still great veterans at the club. They're playing at the age they are, at the level they are. It's inspiring for these players, and it shows that even though they could leave, because I'm sure there will be proposals elsewhere for Modrić, even for Kroos, but I think the interest from Saudi, now I don't really know what club it was, but basically all their clubs are basically run by the government, and the government basically decides where the players can go. That's the same with Benzema. Benzema was close to going to Al Nassr, but the Saudis thought it was better for him to go to Al Ittihad. So they can choose where these players want to go, essentially. So, look, Modrić, he could have gone to Saudi for what was reported by Fabrizio Romano and many others as a massive contract proposal. I mean, you're talking probably what Benzema earns, maybe about the same price, maybe a bit more, but those figures, you're thinking Real Madrid will not be able to compete in terms of his salary as Al Nassr or Al Ittihad or Al Hilal or Saudis, right? So, look, for sure, the Saudis were there. They wanted him. They gave him those astronomical amount of salary. But look, he's made it clear he's gonna stay for 1 more year, and then next year he'll probably go. For sure, I expect him to one day end up in Saudi after he really chooses to leave Real Madrid. So look, the Saudi Arabia boat isn't gone yet. I think they'll definitely still be interested in him in a year's time. So let's see. But for now, we can see Modrić and Bellingham play in a team. Like, we can actually see that. That's massive news, and that's some great news as well, because look, we talked about Kroos. It's the same thing. It's great news because they are legends of this club. They are veterans of this club. So with a player like Benzema, and I don't have anything against Benzema, but Modrić could have done what Benzema did. He could have walked and went to Saudi. He could have done it. Like, why not? And I get it from Benzema's perspective, but Modrić, rather than do what Benzema does, because he could have, and because Benzema can, just thought, you know what? Rather than follow Benzema and leave because I can, I will stay. So look, for sure, he will be staying. That's been 100% confirmed. One more year, June 2024, with Modric. Wow, guess what? We're talking about Kylian Mbappé again. Not much to talk about Mbappé today, but basically the news coming out from Le Parisien, I think it was, saying that PSG are now waiting for Kylian Mbappe's decision on whether he stays or not. So it seems like it's his decision. And they are willing to let him go. Basically, they're waiting for his decision. Now, I just said that to let him stay. I think what PSG are doing is either you decide to sign a new contract or you go. It's not you can stay, because we've heard from so many different outlets that PSG are not willing to let him go on a free next summer, and that makes sense. So Mbappé now has to think about it, because if he doesn't sign that contract proposal from PSG, he has to leave, because PSG will want him gone. So look, let's see what happens with this one. I think this, like I said yesterday, like I said a couple of days ago, could drag down to July, potentially August. You know, it could go on and on and on. But for me, if Kylian Mbappé said 4 weeks ago, 1 month ago, and sent a letter that he doesn't want to stay, it would not make any sense for him to sign a contract right now. Because you think about it, Mbappé was trying to have the power, the power against PSG. He was trying to say, look, I'm the one in control. I will stay, but I will not sign a new contract. Now PSG have said, you know what? Either you decide to sign a new contract or you leave. Now, personally, I think if they, put him on the market and Real Madrid come in with an offer, they sell him, that's it. He has no power in that. He has no say in that. So, personally, Mbappé, if he wants to stay, it's either sign a new contract to stay or leave. Simple as it is. Because PSG don't want to be played in this situation. And I'm not saying Mbappé trying to play PSG, but he wants to stay for 1 more year, and he wants to leave next summer potentially, which is a huge risk for PSG, which makes sense. So this is definitely one to keep an eye out on this summer. It's very, very interesting. Lots of drama. Once again, it's Kylian Mbappé. Why is it always Kylian Mbappé creating drama? I'm surprised some people haven't realized. I'm pretty sure it's pretty obvious by this point. The attention that he gets, the attention the media gets, how many newspapers or whatever, I don't even think people read newspaper nowadays, but the amount of likes that these media outlets can get talking about Kylian Mbappé joining Real Madrid or leaving PSG, the attention that everyone gets, including the media and himself, I mean, it's big. And like I said, my personal point of view is we should not entertain such kind of drama, because you don't know if Mbappé comes to Real Madrid, there will not be this drama. There could be this drama in a year's time when he joins and he wants to leave again. It could well happen for sure. So look, that's always been my point of view, but let's see what happens. Now I want to talk about Arda Güler for a little while. Here is my liked tweet. So basically, Mario Cortegana, a Real Madrid journalist working for The Athletic. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard of them, But he's basically a Real Madrid journalist for Real Madrid. It's kind of cool that they have journalists for each club, really. But here's come out and say this. Real Madrid are considering signing Arda Güler. Real Madrid are exploring these options to sign him, signing him now and leaving him at Fenerbahce until 2024, or signing him now and letting him join the Castilla team, although they don't expect the player to accept it. Also, in Turkey, Arda Güler's style of play is being compared to that of Mesut Ozil's. That is some big, big, big statement there. So what have we clarified? Now Real Madrid are interested, right? So we can definitely tell that Real Madrid's interest is there. But I think what's going on is he wants to get the first team player role. But Real Madrid don't feel like he is ready. So basically either you loan him out to Fenerbahce again, or you let him join the Castilla team, which I don't think he will accept, like he said. But I do think that being compared to Mesut Ozil is definitely far-fetched. I think that it's a bit too extreme. I mean, look, we all know how good Mesut Ozil was for Real Madrid. Back in the days, he was a magician. And I'm not saying Arda Güler can't be that in the future. Of course, he's still young, he can be that. But I don't think you can compare him to Ozil now. I don't think you can't put a pressure, you can't put a name on a player. Also, we have some more from Jose Felix Diaz. Now, what do we know? Just in, Arda Güler is demanding a place in the first team, but as of now, Real Madrid don't see him being a fixed member in the first team. Also, Real Madrid have positioned themselves for Arda Güler, but the only thing missing is finding a place for him. AC Milan are the rivals, and they have already promised him a team in the first team. A place in the first team, of course. And lastly, at Valdebebas, they believe signing Arda Güler for his 17.5 million euros release clause is something they need to take advantage of. The only thing missing is finding a place for him in the first team, something that is considered difficult, and then for now, basically. So, after hearing from Mario and Jose, let's just call them by their short names, what we can understand is Real Madrid are interested in Arda Güler. They believe that paying that 17.5 million release clause is something they need to take advantage of. However, the player wants first team football, wants to be a starter, and that's something that Real Madrid feel that they can't offer now. And they want to either loan him out or back to Fenerbahce, or let him go to the Castilla, which he probably won't. And AC Milan are the rivals. Now I expect more teams to be interested in him. So look, this is very interesting because there is definite interest now that we know, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think he'll go to AC Milan. I think that suits him. I mean, you think about a Turkish player, and you can think of Çalhanoğlu, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, back in the days, current Inter Milan, but it seems like a lot of the Turkish players goes over to the Serie A. It just feels like that. So let's see what happens. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Let me know what your thoughts on Modrić signing a new contract renewal is. Also, Kylian Mbappé, do you think he will sign a new contract, or do you think he'll leave? Also, do you like Arda Güler? Let me know. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Hit the like button if you did. Subscribe to the channel if it's on already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.